Should Robin take an annuity, pension, or roll over her money into an IRA and invest it? We're going to be looking at that. Robin's single. She's 68. She just retired. All right. Her mom and grandma live well into their late 90s. Robin lives in California. She has a mortgage. She owns a home with a good amount of equity. But the question is, what should she do? So let's dive into this. Talked to Robin today, and nice lady. Liked her quite a bit. A lot of a similar mindset than me. Actually, it's funny because her work has had changed her outlook on various things that the propaganda that the government shares with us for sure. And I enjoy that a lot because she goes, look, I was in the trenches of various issues when it comes to pharmaceutical stuff, medical. And she goes, I've seen it. And I'm just telling you, man, it's not as what was the word I'm looking for? It's not as clean as a wind-driven snow as we'd like to think. That's for sure. Shocking. All right. So let's go over Robin's stuff. So she has a net worth of $568,000, all right, which consists of Pablo opening the door. Thanks, girl. Which consists of her 401k IRA. She hasn't rolled it over, so we're looking at should she do that? All right, should she roll over her IRA 401k? She has a $404,000 she could take out of that. She has $24,000 in a bank that she got because back Social Security actually. And what we're going to do is, well, bear with me just a second. She's got a debt on her house of $210,000. She took out a 30-year mortgage in 2017, roughly 4% interest rate. Her monthly payment is $1,000 a month, and the house is worth $350,000. So she got a little bit of equity in there. Let's just make sure that's coming out of cash flows. Hold on just a second, because I didn't put a minimum monthly payment in there. I assume that's going to be coming out by itself. Let's see what we got here. Cash flows, expenses. Let's go here. Yeah. Okay. Good. All right, so it did come out. That's fantastic. All right, so and that's all she's got. I mean, she's got this $404,000. She got $24,000 in cash. She's got a house that's worth $350,000 in California. A loan on it at $210,000. Her thought process is to downsize and go to a smaller place, but she's not sure. She just doesn't know what she should do at this stage. Her goals, when she retires, she'll live off about $2,500 a month. She'll have annual health care costs about $4,200 a month, and we're not doing any of this other stuff. And she's retired now. She just retired, so you don't have to worry about that. So $30,000 expense plus a mortgage, all right, on top of her health care cost. So one of her goals would be to potentially downsize, but we shall see. All right, her income, as she does get Social Security. She's going to take this at 70, and she does get her spouse's Social Security. So let me pause that for just a second. So she does get spousal Social Security from her ex-husband. That's not much. It's $13,000 roughly. I think it was $1,100 a month or so. And she'll get that till she turns 70. And when she turns 70 is when she's going to take her benefit on her Social Security. Actually, it's pretty impressive, Robin, because she knew and wasn't allowing the Social Security Administration to steer her wrong. She knew she could file the restricted application. So that was fantastic. That was fantastic. So good on her. That way, it allowed her to get her spousal benefit, and it was half of her ex-husband's primary insurance amount, but then allowed her to increase her benefit until 70 with delayed credit. So that's all good. She's not working, no expenses that we need to concern herself with, no savings. She has a couple kids, but at this stage, she's not all that worried about their ability to leave an inheritance. I mean, she'd like to, but it's not her primary concern. All right, so let's go into this. Let's go to retirement and see what we're looking at here. And she has a 99% probability of success. Let's see what we got here. And Social Security taking at 70. That's good. Let's see what the confidence level looks like. If I may, we have her invested in the S&P 500, which is 100% stocks, a 7.4% rate of return with a 15.9 volatility. The problem is Robert is very concerned about the market. So while that's good, let's just see what we got from a confidence perspective. And she never gets, she's still looking pretty good. That's on a Monte Carlo, so we can take the 16% volatility with a 7.4% rate of return. That's good, but at the end of the day, rule number one is don't get killed. But that looks good. I mean, no other way around that. That looks good to me. Let's take a look at cash flows. So when she's 70, 40,000 Social Security, 15,000 RMD, total inflows of 56,000, expenses 48,000, which includes her expenses being living expense of 2,500 bucks a month, housing, that's her mortgage, and healthcare. So, and again, she's probably going to downsize. So even if we're anywhere near 47,000 a year in expenses, she's fine, and she's going to be again most likely well below that. All right, but what if we annuitize that IRA instead? So 404,000. Let's take it out of the plan. All right. Let's annuitize that instead, because this is what we're talking about. She's getting a 7.2% distribution on that annuity. 404,000 times 7.2%. She's getting 29,000 a year. So we're going to come up here and go to income right here, 29,000. And she's going to get it starting now, $29,088 a year. Life only, income starts, we'll just say, well, it starts now, but we'll say no increase, and it goes to her life. Okay, cool. All right, so let's see what that looks like if we take out the IRA and annuitize it instead. She's getting a 7.2% distribution yield. Is nuts. All right, so we're looking at, I'm sure it's got to be 100%. I don't know how it would be less, other than the fact, yeah, look at that. So she has 100% probability of success. 410,000 is what she's leaving. Confidence should be fine. Yeah, look at that. I mean, just because there's, I mean, income, 100% of her income is stable. I mean, that's what you want, man. You want income. You want stable income. There's no withdrawal rate because it's all taken out. I mean, there's nothing to withdraw. Look at that. It doesn't matter what that. All right, so that man, you get a 7.2% distribution yield. That is hard to argue with. Income, yeah, look at income inflows, 69,000. Expenses, she has all this net flows right there, $17,000. All right, let's take a look at what. Oops, let's hold on, let me pause it real quick. All right, hopefully this will keep going here. Look at all those net flows. So let's take a look at accounts. Yeah, she's leaving all tax-free money to the kids. Roughly $50,000 tax-free because of step up in basis plus a house. It's tough to beat, man. At the end of the day, the simplicity of the annuity, the simplicity of it all is just, look, if you do a stress test, watch this. If the markets get crunched, it won't affect her at all. So let's have the markets crash by 100%. I mean, it won't do anything. The reason is because she doesn't have any money in the market. Markets crash 100%. Has it changed it yet? Still, yeah, look at that. It still has 100% because not at all reflective of the market. I'm just curious what the taxes look like. Pablo? Okay. Yeah, tax. Yeah, right there. That's what we looked at. Not less than 10% tax rate. Let's look at one of her tax forms. We'll go to 2030. And this is what she and I did today. 51,000 Social Security plus another $30,000 of pension benefit. That's roughly $80,000 of income. Only less than half for Social Security is taxed. Take the standard deduction and the personal exemption. 80,000 income, only 39,000 is taxed. She's paying $5,000 in taxes. Even if she stays in the state of California, California from an income tax perspective isn't bad. It's just not. Once you start getting up to higher thresholds, yeah, but for the middle to lower income people, it's fine. All right, so let's go back to profile. Let's switch this one out, and we'll get rid of that annuity, and we'll go back to the IRA instead and just get a gauge. Net worth right there. Let's go here, investment, and we'll include that in the plan. So she had what, $410,000 before. I think she had like $1 million here. Yeah, so that's the issue right there. You got a annuity that's you're not getting any growth on the annuity, so it's being eaten alive by inflation each and every year. But you don't have to worry about running out of money. Here you have to worry, I mean, not much, but a little bit. I mean, the facts are the annuity just went straight up. This is going sideways. Obviously, these numbers are a little bit different, the X and Y axis, but let's go to income. Yeah, 73% of her income stable. So 25% of her income is not stable. That's still pretty good if you ask me. Let's go to stress test. We'll have the markets fall, I don't know, 40%. Oh, look at that market. Well, obviously, market. Let's have the markets fall, I don't know, we'll say 50%. And she's a little bit nervous about the market. So let's take a look at where we're at here. Yeah, so a 50% decline in the market. She's in a, that definitely puts her up against a little bit. Not enough for me to worry about, frankly, but still, that's a fact. I want to go to tax. Let's just see what tax is real quick. Ooh, yeah, tax is going up because her accounts are growing and her RMDs are growing. Yeah, look at that. So if we go to details, we look at taxes in 2030. Well, still not bad in 2030. I'm still pretty. I mean, that's about the same as it was before. Yeah, we gotta go up years when yeah, there we go. When her RMDs are higher than the pension amount, because if we look at 2030, her pension amount was 29,000, and here's the RMDs are 27,000. Why the tax is a little bit lower? But if we go to 2040, where the pension amount is still 29,000, her RMDs are down 48,000. So she have pretty significant more taxes there. That's a tough one. For me, as a financial planner, I mean, rule number one is don't get killed. And I just think I told her to take the annuity. Now, I'm not sure if they can do half and a half. I frankly just say, look, she's nervous about the markets. Why even worry about it? Take the annuity. You're going to have more income than you can know what to do with. Turn around and use some of that income. We're talking about buying some gold. Use some of that income to say you can put in the market, just like we talked about before with another guy he's going to annuitize everything and just take his excess cash and annuitize it. But if you're getting a 7.2% guaranteed distribution yield, that's just too good to be. I mean, you can't turn that down in my opinion. I don't think you can. Now we can run these Monte Carlos till we're blue in the face and say, look, if you invest, you could make more. That works until it doesn't. But at least with the annuity as a pension, through the state of California. Oh, California's going bankrupt. You think if stocks are less risky than the state of California's pension? Yeah. Anyway, bondholders are going to get smacked first before the pensioners do, because pensioners can vote. Bondholders are corporate guys on Wall Street. They can't vote. So just, come on. Anyway, I recommended she take the annuity. You can disagree, but I just, at the end of the day, keep it safe, keep it simple, and go to bed at night. Don't worry about this. All right, we'll see you later.